So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
You're telling me that you've never had any problems with this heater?
Look, we've changed the design since the Model 70.
These things are still being installed?
It's the demand. None of us could keep up with the amount of housing going up. At the budget end, we're still using some of the old stock. We are installing 100 heaters a week. They're not all faulty.
They're not all safe either.
Are these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited?
Sure, of course they are.
I think you're lying, Rasik. I think some of your men aren't fully licensed. You're desperate to cover your sales.
And how are you going to prove that, Detective? Name me one of my guys who would have overlooked a fault like this.
What about Reginald Varley?
You know about Varley. He's on the run for a divorce interstate. It's not so bad.
You in the habit of hiring criminals, Rasik?
I need guys, Detective. This boom is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Welcome back, YouTube. It's Baby Girl
I want you to
915,
get me a copy
and
of the
we're
list of your
doing an
installers.
LA Noire playthrough. We just
Okay,
got finished
okay.
interviewing Ivan Rasik at the Insta-Heat Factory. He's gonna give us
Around
a
a
list
dozen.
of
Housing
people
business is
that work for
crazy.
him,
This
and
is
we're
a
gonna
long
have to
shot.
call this
We are not
in.
going to rouse that whole list.
I want to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
So we're gonna call the R&I people and have them cross-reference everyone on that list to see if anyone on that list has a history of arson.
Take another step this way, and there's gonna be trouble.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
I would have talked over the beginning of the
I
video,
need
but
to know if any of the following names have a
I
previous
didn't
criminal history.
want to talk over
Okay,
the
detective,
question
run the
part
names.
of the video.
Acevedo, Ernesto,
I
Clemens, Walter,
didn't want to
Alvaro,
interrupt
John,
that part, and I
Gabriel
wanted you
Leroy,
guys to be
Pellegrin,
able to see
Peter,
what
Cutler,
questions
Robert,
and
Limehouse,
answers I
Albert,
picked
Manning, Franklin, Neves,
for
Raymond, O'Brien, Thomas,
the
Brian,
Ivan
Matthew,
interview.
Spurgeon, William, Marley, Reginald, Zurich, Stephen.
Clemens, Walter. Previous conviction for arson and malicious damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in
So
1942.
you're basically
4-year
taking
jail
away
term.
from this whole situation here are two
Brian,
clues. You've
Matthew,
gotten
charged with
Ivan
contempt of
Rasik's
court,
statement
attempted
and
murder. Plea
a
bargain down to
list
assault charge.
of the gas fitters.
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young lady.
I could save all year.
Your employment roster is quite the rogues gallery, Mr. Rasik. Desperate times indeed. Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do, but my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show him and keep quiet.
So we're going to go look into 3 lockers.
Here. Happy now?
Stick around, Mr. Rasik. Clemens is a fellow traveler.
And that's the only clue for this locker. Once you go over to the next locker, you're going to see a whole bunch of pamphlets.
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine. Ryan wants the world to be a better place, don't we all?
And the last locker, you're going to find mosquito coil clue.
The company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive. Farley has a problem with bugs.
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Racing?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favorite choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice. Mind if I leave you to it?
Okay, so when
Yeah,
you
work with
leave
you.
out of here, it's going to trigger another mini cutscene. And it's going to show a man getting something together on his in his truck. Of course, they're not going to show the face or anything like that, but we just saw that piece of the water heater that they're questioning the Insta-Heat people about. So, the first person we're going to
You're behind the
interview
wheel.
is Walter
And
Clemens.
where exactly are we going? Biggs, LAPD. We want some answers and we want them quick.
Okay, okay. What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
Our first question is knowledge
You know
of
Reginald
Farley.
Farley?
No? Can't say I do.
Detroit
And that's
PD is
doubt.
after Reginald Farley for murder. They want us to run you in for aiding and abetting, Clemens?
Whoa, 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 whoa. All I know about Farley is he gets kickbacks from some developer. Does their work first. Spreads around if he can.
The next question is knowledge of Ryan.
Do you know Matthew Ryan?
No. Don't know the name.
That's a
You and
lie.
Ryan are fifth columnists.
And how do you figure that, wise guy? What proof do you have? Been following me to meetings?
And your evidence is Clemens' anarchist pamphlets.
We found a pamphlet in your locker, Clemens. We can add your name to the register. HUAC might want to interview you.
That shit was from Ryan. He's always pushing that shit on people. Drives me nuts. He's got it in for the company.
And employment with Insta-Heat. We're going to wrap it up with
Contract for them. So what?
Insta-Heat
That's
hires
a doubt.
arsonists, does it?
I've worked as a fitter all my life. Put everything I had into that house. And my fucking mud shark of a wife gets awarded in the settlement. She's blowing spics 2 at a time while I'm at work. And she gets the house. Yeah, I burnt it all right. Set fire to that fucker and watched it burn to the ground. I did my time and I'd do it again.
Sorry about the Rouse, Clemens. You did the right thing.
All right, Clemens. You're off the hook for the moment.
Can I get back to work now?
Let's get out of here, Phelps. He ain't our guy.
So our next location that we'll be going to is Ryan's work site.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Are you Matthew Ryan?
Who's asking?
Detective Phelps and Biggs. Arson squad.
Arson?
You heard the man.
Well, just put this stuff in the car and I'll be right with you.
Hold it, Ryan.
Son of a bitch.
So you have to chase him.
Those
And
are
it is
GI's
easy to
backyard
lose him
crashing.
because
The
you're
damage is only cosmetic.
He's a one-man wrecking ball.
It's like
Move
he
in.
takes
I'll
you
take
to
out the
areas
man.
It's easily where you can easily get stuck at. So he got ran over. Too bad. He should have got the hell out of the way.
Kill those men.
So
They'll get out of the way.
Only if
of
they hear
course,
him coming.
Close
I
in,
just got on the
Phelps.
wall.
We need to take
But
Brian down before he hurts
luckily,
somebody.
He didn't get too far.
He's in a company van and he's losing
You
us,
can
Cole.
still
Some
see
partner
the
I
hint
got.
of red on the map when he does get a little further from you. But this is one of those chases where you just need to stay close to him because it's gonna end anyway. And there he is up there in the red truck.
Jesus, what's he doing?
Tramp! Oh, Jesus!
He gets messed up. I'm surprised he's even still alive.
Put your
So
hands in the
You're
air.
gonna apprehend him, you guys.
Why did you
I'm
run?
gonna end
I was
my
scared.
commentary
You got a
here,
reason to be scared, right?
and we'll pick
Matthew
back
Ryan, I'm
up
arresting you on suspicion
at
of committing a
the
series of
Varley's work site. You guys take care. Please remember to comment, rate, and subscribe.
Can you drive to this one?
All right. Where to? Farley's on the run. He might be packing heat. If he's wanted for murder, I say we take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
You nervous?
It's been a while.
You were in combat.
In 1917. You know, I never fired my weapon in the line of duty.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. I hope your piece is still serviceable, Herschel.
I may be old and out of practice, but I'm still a Marine, Phelps.
It would be better for our case if we could bring him in, Herschel.